Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, gonna be talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, gonna be predicting the game between the Niners and the Rams happening this Saturday at Levi Stadium. Very pivotal matchup for the Niners. They want to win this game so they can keep their number one seed alive and then have that showdown against Seattle next Sunday. Hopefully, we can win that game as well. Another NFC West division matchup. This should be a tough one. Hopefully, the Niners and the Rams, they do show up this Saturday, not like last week where both of them, they kind of and didn't have a good day for the Falcons and Cowboy game respectively. So we'll see what happens then. Looking forward to this game. Jimmy Garoppolo and company, they had to get their act up together. Defensively, they had to get their act up as well. Although injuries, they have been really hurting this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Going to be talking all about that. Should be a fun time. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. Hopefully the Niners, they can rebound from their loss to the Falcons. I'll be talking about that in a second. Before I get the video started, please like and subscribe. That's going to help out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this channel. Share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. And yeah, let's just get this started. 49ers versus Rams NFC West matchup. Who is going to win this game? Okay, so prediction. Who am I going to pick to win this game? Before I do, I want to do a quick tail of the tape on each team and what they did last week. First off, let's talk about the 49ers. They got upset by the Atlanta Falcons 29-22. It was not a good day at the office for the Niners. Everyone from offense and defense was just absolutely terrible. Special teams, on the other hand, they did a pretty good job. I mean, getting that fumble from Kenyon Barner, I thought that was a really good position to get a Kyle Juszczyk touchdown. Other than that, it was not a good day. The only shining moment I can think of is George Kittle overall, but he did have a little snafu at the end of the game where he was supposed to go for a first down, but he ended up fumbling the ball. We had to settle for a Robbie Gold field goal. Other than that, not that good. Matt Ryan, they torched our defense essentially. Julio Jones, he just went off in that game. Overall, not the best day of their lives, and hopefully they wake up from this game and rebound from this game. I think that's a good thing that the 49ers kind of lost this game so they can reassure themselves, reposition themselves. I know the players were very upset after the game, losing this game, and hopefully it will throw some fire on them later on for the rest of the season. Next up, let's talk about the LA Rams. They're coming off a humiliating loss to the Dallas Cowboys, 21-44. How does that happen? That is just absolutely insane. But yeah, same story like the Niners, but even worse. Offense and defense couldn't get anything going. Jared Goff, I don't know if he's the starting quarterback for the Rams, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not looking good at all. His offensive line, not good. Todd Gurley hasn't been super effective all year long with injuries and just bad play overall. We'll see what happens on Sunday when they do play the 49ers. That's it. Let's talk about some matchups that I think are very important for this game for the 49ers. First off, let's talk about Todd Gurley, the running back guy. He's the most important person in that Rams offense. If you can contain him some way, shape, or form like the Cowboys did on Sunday, then I believe it's going to be a very good day for the defense. We've been struggling against the run. That's a very beneficial thing for the Rams if they want to try to win this game, definitely, is to shove it down our throats. But hopefully, DeForest Buckner and company, they are ready for him. It's all predicated on the running game. If you can stop Todd Gurley, then Jared Goff and company, they would be pretty much ineffective. We saw the first meeting that he wasn't available for the game, and he was very, very bad in that game against our daunting defense. I don't know what else to say. Goff, I'm just not a big fan of his. Even if I wasn't a 49er fan in the NFC West, I just wasn't a fan of his when they drafted him number one overall. He's a system quarterback, as we all sing, and without McVay's guidance, definitely, I think he's just a plain quarterback. He needs a perfect situation to be a very effective quarterback, and last year we saw that with the running game. Brandon Cooks and company, the wide receiving core, they were completely great, and he was great as well. But when something is going down, then he's not going to be very effective. So, it is what it is. I think Jimmy Garoppolo overall is a better quarterback than Goff, and he's had less starts than him. That's just my opinion, not because I'm a 49er fan, but if I'm looking at these two quarterbacks, I think Jimmy G, he has more talent. He can work more with less than Goff could in his whole career. It's just my opinion right there. Gurley, if you can stop him running game, then I think it's going to be a very good day. And the 49ers offensive line, they have to go up against Aaron Donald and company, so it's going to be a pretty tough matchup, I would say. Dante Fowler and them. Hopefully the 49ers offensive line, they are ready to stop him and what have you. They did a pretty good job. And the last meeting, Justin School was actually the left tackle instead of Joe Staley, and he held his own pretty much against Aaron Donald. So hopefully Staley coming back now, he's going to be pretty effective in this game. Jimmy G, the wide receiving core, they had to get much better. It was absolutely terrible against the Falcons, and I don't know if anybody got targeted, to be honest with you. In that game, all the receivers like Kendrick Bourne, Emmanuel Sanders, they lost their hands for some reason. They couldn't catch the ball at all. So hopefully they can kind of rebound and get their hands going like they did in that 3-game stretch, like the Packers, the Ravens, and the Saints game. They did a really good job on being wide receivers, but for some reason against the Falcons, it was just not that good at all. Big guy for me in this game, if you want to beat the Rams defense, is George Kittle. He's been very effective all year long, and I expect him to be very important to the offense for this game against the Rams. Talking all about that, talking about matchups that I believe are important. Also, the running game, you got Matt Breida and Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert, they were okay in the game against the Falcons, but I don't know. It was pretty iffy at most. Breida surprisingly fumbled, which is very unusual of him, but hopefully he can contain the ball even more, and the other running backs as well. I'm expecting a rebound game overall for the 49ers. I'm expecting them to be even better than they were against the Falcons. I don't expect them to just melt down and just have a terrible game this Saturday, but it is what it is. Anyways, all that aside, talking all about the matchups, talking about the previewing, who am I going to pick to win this game? If I had to pick a team, I'm actually going to pick the Los Angeles Rams to win this game. I think they have the greatest rebound game in their lives. I'm just playing, I'm picking the 49ers to win this game. And like I said with the Rams, I think they're going to rebound definitely. They're going to just play all out in this game because they have to catch up with Seattle in terms of the number 1 seed. They have something to play for, and just that game against the Falcons, they are going to be fired up. They're going to be motivated to play even better, in my opinion, and I know Kyle Shanahan was pretty upset at the performance that they did against the Falcons on Sunday. I expect them to play even better and play like they usually do all year long. So San Francisco, Jimmy G and company, I think they get back in sync together. Defensively, we're going to have a lot of players probably out for this game. I'm not sure yet, but I'm assuming maybe Richard Sherman might come back. K1 Williams might come back from his concussion. Getting guys on defensive side of the ball, I think it's going to help out quite a bit, but I don't know yet in terms of the injury report, so we'll see this week. But yeah, I expect everyone to rebound from this game, for the Falcons to the Rams game. If I had to pick a final score, I would pick San Francisco to win this game. Probably a kind of a close one. I don't think it's going to be bad like the first time, like 20-7 in the meeting at LA. I think San Francisco is going to win this game about 24 LA 20. I think it's going to be kind of a close game. I don't think it's going to be the craziest game of our lives. Maybe it's going to be a struggle defensively. And the Rams, I know they're going to be playing for their lives because they want to still make the playoffs, but they have to hope Minnesota loses out for the rest of the season. But I know they're going to be still playing their hearts out. Hopefully they do. So, yep, San Francisco 24-20. I think this is going to be a fun game. And, yeah, an NFC West rival matchup. That's it, guys. Please let me know who you guys got winning this game. I'd like to hear what you have to say in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up probably tomorrow for edge-to-edge videos. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.